Yeah, good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. This morning we're going to talk about extreme ownership. It's a leadership Thursday. Every Thursday we focus on how we can improve the part that we play in our own success. And so this morning we're talking about extreme ownership, right? And I'm warning you, this ain't going to be comfortable because everything we're about to talk about is your fault. What a way to start it off, right? Good morning, millionaire.
Wish I could just put you in it. You see how I feel.
Hello, this is Les Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time because we're going to bring the millionaire out of you. Just hold on.
Yeah. Good morning, millionaires. My name is Haziq Ali. And every morning we give you the mindset, the money principles, the marketing strategies, so you can move further faster with less effort. Welcome to Good Morning Millionaire, your favorite morning show in the world if you're a salesperson or an entrepreneur. Today we're talking about leadership, but we ain't talking about the soft version. I'm talking about the version where you stop blaming, where you stop explaining, and you start taking ownership. Huh? There are no bad teams, y'all. There are only bad leaders. Man, that's deep. You write that in your notes. There are no bad teams, there are only bad leaders. And here's the part you write after that. We're all leaders. Somebody give it to me in the chat. There are no bad teams, there are only bad leaders. And then give me a share. Let's be leaders right now, and let's get busy and kind of like share this with people. Let's take responsibility for the people we love and make sure they're getting some of the information they need, right? That's leadership. That's leadership. So somebody give it to me right now. If you up, if you take notes, if you plugged in, I want you to write it down. There are no bad teams. There are only bad leaders. There are no bad teams. There are only bad leaders. Yeah, good morning, Dorothy. Okay. De Niro in the house. What up, LaRon? Let's go. Nola girl in this joint. What's up? Good morning, everybody. I hope y'all are feeling good. Listen to me, y'all. I'm going to give you these 7 principles. I want you to write them down, but more than that, I want you to actually use what it is that we're going over here. We're not going to be here long. We ain't here for a long time. We're here for a good time. But I want to make sure that my time with you is best leveraged. I want to make sure you use every bit of what I got because I'm going to give you everything I got. So take notes. Note takers are money makers. I know some of you are probably driving. There's all kinds of things going on. And the replay will be up for a little while. But this is one of the most powerful concepts that you can ever adjust your life towards. This is going to change everything for you if you really understand what it is we cover in here. All right. So if you are ready, I want you to jot it down on your notes. Y'all ready? Let's go. Here's the first one. Everything is your responsibility. Write that down. And the way you want to write it is my. Everything is my responsibility. Why does this matter? Because when it comes to leadership, y'all, a lot of times it is very seductive for us to point the finger at what other people ain't doing correctly. It's so easy, man. It's so seductive to just get drawn into this place where them not performing is their fault. And even I do it. I say things like, you got to participate in your rescue. I say things like, I can't want it for you more than you want it for yourself. And I'm not saying I'm wrong when I say those things. I'm just saying that doesn't give me the full opportunity to improve, which is what God wants from me. Your free will is what you do. God's will is what you become. Me blaming him ain't gonna help me become nothing different. Me blaming him ain't gonna help me become nothing better. Me blaming him doesn't help me see where I can improve for the next person that I run into who has this same mindset. It's all a test. Millionaires, everything is my responsibility. Leaders set the tone. Blame kills growth. Ownership, though, creates the control I'm looking for. Because check it out. If it's not your fault, you can't fix it. Write that down, y'all. How you going to fix it if it ain't even your fault? If it ain't even your responsibility? If you stay comfy in that world where you just blaming somebody else, the problem ain't never going to change. The leader must own everything in his or her world. Let's say your team ain't producing. That's you. And speaking for myself, that's me. See, this is what I'm telling you. They're not producing. That makes it a training issue. If people aren't engaged, that makes it a leadership issue. Write this down in your notes. I'm the thermostat, not the thermometer. So here's a little hack for number one that I want you to kind of keep in mind. I want you to change your language. Y'all ready for a language hack? Y'all ready for a language hack? This is how I want you to start talking about it. If you, yeah, De Niro, let them know, Linda. Let them know, Linda. Here's what I want you to jot down in your notes. And I want you to share this with somebody that you love. Share this in your chat, in your group chat. Put this in a Facebook group that you're in. Check it out. Millionaires, I want you to change around the language that you use so that instead of you saying they didn't blank, I want you to start saying I didn't lead them to blank. That's powerful, y'all. They didn't show up. I didn't lead them to show up. They didn't make their calls today. I didn't lead them to make their calls today. Millionaires, if it's not your fault, it's not fixable. If you're ready for number two, give me a number two and a share. It ain't your fault. It ain't even fixable. We done. We cooked. We cooked if we can't take responsibility for it. Here's the second one. Here's the second one. Y'all ready? Here's the second one. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. I'm the thermostat, Molly Mall. Yeah, Corey. Let's get it. Let's get it, Louie. Let's get it, Jazz. Let's go. Let's go. I'm the thermostat, not the thermometer. That's right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Here's the second one, y'all. The second one will change your life. Will change your life if you listen to me here. Here's number two. Millionaires. There are no bad teams. There are only bad leaders. Man, some of my loved ones get on me because I'm so hard on myself for certain things. And they'll always say, it's not your fault, Hazik. They gotta this and they gotta that. And you're doing this and you're doing that. And all of that could be true. Check it out. It might not be my fault, but it is my responsibility because teams reflect leadership standards. My team is reflecting the standard that I've held them to. In the areas where they are slipping, those are areas where I got to step it up. I'm trying to tell you this is for me more than it is for you. You got to write this in your notes. Culture is created. It ain't random. The performance that you see around you, y'all, it's mirroring your expectations. It's so wild how, you know, I remember I had a thing where there was this one leader and they had their own team, but then they ended up getting sick. They had to move out the country. And then their team came on into our bigger team so that they could get the culture, the schedule, man, the results transformed overnight. No shots, no shade at her. But the whole point is it was the same team, but then a different leader, boom, different results. No shots, no shade. I try and tell you this all the time, y'all. We be looking at our team like it's a window. It's our job to look through it at them. When really our team is a mirror, not a mystery. It's a mirror. Everything they're doing is coming from you. You got me? Your team is a mirror. Somebody put that in the chat. My team is a mirror. My team is a mirror. Let's go. Let's go. My team is a mirror. Let's get it. Somebody give it to me. My team is a mirror. Hey, good morning, millionaires. My team is a mirror. Let's get it. Here's the third one I got for you. Here's the third one I got for you. Because millionaires, you know, if I could say it to you in any way where it sticks with you, then what I'm really trying to tell you is, what am I tolerating that's creating this? I dare you ask yourself that. What am I tolerating that's creating this vibration right here? Yeah, my team is a mirror. It's a fact. I want you to ask yourself, what am I What am I tolerating that's creating this vibration? Yeah, Lucretia, it's a fact. Like my team is a mirror. It is. It is. So here's number 3. Because it's your standards, not your words, that build your team. Give it to me in the chat or write it in your notes. It's my standards, not my words. And that's why number 3 is so important. Believe in the mission. Ain't no way your team is going to believe if you don't. Believe in the mission. I dare you ask yourself, do I really believe that we can close this wealth gap by closing the ownership gap? Do I really believe that ownership is the key to wealth? And then do I really believe that the key to us closing how far we are behind when you're talking about Black and brown people? Do I really believe that I can help our nation close this lead by encouraging more ownership of homes, more ownership of businesses? Do I really believe that? Because if you don't believe in a mission, your team won't. Do I believe that that is a worthy pursuit? Do I believe it's even worth it? Do I believe that God is going to smile on me for helping me expand his territory? Do I really believe that? Because if I don't believe in a mission, my team won't. Hey, y'all, they're buying our certainty. They're buying our certainty. Think about this. Think about this. That means uncertainty kills buy-in. Your team feels hesitation instantly. I know we always talking about how dogs smell fear. Your team feels your hesitation instantly. That's why leaders got to internalize before they communicate. Because if you don't believe in a mission, your team won't either. If the leader is unsure, then the team is disengaged. You can't light a fire with something warm. Think about it. You can't light a fire with something warm, y'all. So I dare you do it like this. Before you present anything to your squad, ask yourself, do I fully believe in this? And like I told you on Tuesday when we was talking about sales, right? I was breaking down to you that the art is finding something about what it is you do that you do believe in, even if it's your commitment, even if it's your commitment to excellence, even if it's your commitment to your client. What's the difference between a customer and a client? Well, a customer is just someone you perform a transaction with. A client is someone who's under your protection. The clarity in you creates confidence in them. If you're ready for number 4, give me a number 4 in a share. Give me a number 4 in a share if I'm still making sense. Yeah. Let them know, Marquise. Trap Punzel in the house. Let them know, man. Yeah, Gina. Yeah, Gina. Yeah. Let's get it. Let's get it, TT. Let's get it. Yeah. Marquise representing Denver, Colorado. Everybody let us know where you from, man. I'm trying to see it. Where y'all from? All right, here go number 4. This is the 4th mandate of leadership being an opportunity. Pressure is a privilege. Leadership is an opportunity. Here's number 4. Clarity equals power. Clarity equals power. Let's go. Clarity equals power. Yeah, we got Denver in here. We got Fort Worth, Texas in here. Let's go. Clarity creates power. Clarity creates power. I need you to be clear on this, y'all. Why does this matter? Because anything complex creates hesitation. Confusion kills execution. Confusion kills execution. When you can keep it really, really simple, you can scale that thing. It's simple, clear, concise plans that are way more likely to be understood and executed. And I'm going to tell you something else. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it. And you damn sure can't scale it. Can you explain your system in one sentence? Real question. Give me a number 5 and a share. Can you explain what you do in one sentence? Give me a number 5 and a share. Listen to me, y'all. If you can't explain to a 5th grader, you don't understand it. Clarity equals power. Here's number 5. You got to get better at prioritizing and executing. I only got 7 of them for you, and this is number 5. Prioritize and execute. Why does this matter? This matters because chaos is killing your momentum. Leaders have to be able to focus under pressure. Pressure is a privilege. This is your opportunity to show God who you really are. Not to mention your team and these other human beings around you. You get to show who you're working for in that moment. God is a God of systems and organization. And everything don't matter equally, y'all. If you say everything's important, it's the same thing as saying nothing is important. Relax, look around, and then make the call. It's like you putting out fires, man. You got to do that thing one at a time. You can't put out the whole fire at once. Here's my quote for you. Here's my hack. I want you to write this in your notes. What's the one thing that matters right now? What's the one thing? I know we love being busy, man. I'm going to tell you something. Busy leaders lose. Focused leaders win. Busy leaders lose. Focused leaders win. Huh? Let's go, Jennifer. Busy leaders lose. Yeah, New Orleans in the house. Let's go, Jazzy. Yeah, Brooklyn, Illinois in the house. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. All right, we're going to keep on bouncing. We're going to keep on bouncing. Millionaires, here's number 6. Delegate or stagnate. Now, I said number 5 was prioritize and execute, but number 6 is delegate or stagnate. What do I mean by that? Leaders can't do everything. But at the same time, you have to make sure as a leader, you're creating leaders, not followers, because teams got to think, not just blindly follow. Teams got to be able to see, okay, here's an area of opportunity. Let me step this up. Even before I talk to Hazik, I know he wouldn't want this because I don't want this, and we are one. Teams got to be able to think, not just follow. That means what you have to do as a leader is start to delegate some of that ownership. The ownership got to be distributed. Man, you know, in our own organization, we make it so that most of the leaders have their own night where they do presentations. Well, guess who's the owner of that night? Guess whose responsibility it is to promote that presentation or that master class? Guess whose responsibility it is to set up Eventbrite, Nextdoor, Posh, whatever they're using to spread the word about their webinar? Guess whose responsibility it is? The one who owns that night. Now, guess whose responsibility it is to explain all of that? Oh, well, that's me. Guess whose responsibility it is to hold them accountable to doing it and shooting them reminders without being annoying? Oh, that's me. It's me. Hello, it's me. Millionaires, these junior leaders, they have to understand the mission and they have to feel like they have the freedom to execute without coming to you for every little thing. Give them ownership. Leader absent cannot continue to equal no movement. You hear me? Leader absent, leader go on vacation, that can't equal your whole money die, your whole team die. You want it where when you remove yourself, it gets bigger, faster, because you've been such a good leader. You got to train people to think, not just follow. Am I making sense? If everything depends on you, you ain't leading, you're carrying. Somebody say, I'm a leader, and give me a share. And I'm going to give you this last one, and we out of here. I'm going to give you this last one, and then we gone. Here's the last one. Here's the last one. Discipline equals freedom. Discipline equals freedom is number 7. Here's why that matters. Here's why that matters, y'all. Discipline equals freedom. Discipline creates consistency. Consistency creates results. And then freedom comes from those results. Freedom comes from structure, not chaos. If your schedule is all undisciplined, then you go around life reacting to everybody else. Once your schedule is disciplined, you now have the power to tell people no. It's like you building a road. It's the structure that gives you the direction. So here's what I dare you do. I dare you set fixed routines. I dare you implement non-negotiable standards, because we do a little bit too much negotiating with ourselves. Yeah, I know I said I was going to get up at this time. I'm tired. Let me hit the snooze button. You're negotiating with yourself. I thought you said to your subconscious mind that you were going to do this. Never forget, you're the only one who's ever heard every lie you've told. We ain't heard every lie you told. Your significant other, your siblings, your parents, your kid, they ain't heard every lie you ever told. Your boss, your coworkers, the guys that you go out with, they ain't heard every lie you told. But you have heard every lie you've ever told. What you're doing is ruining your confidence, because the root word of confidence is confide. If you can't confide in yourself, who the heck else is going to listen to you? Discipline equals freedom. Another way to put it is you don't rise to your goals, you fall to your systems. So I want you to look at this. This isn't motivation. This is responsibility. Because leadership ain't about control. Leadership is about ownership. You hear me? Leadership is about ownership. If your team ain't where you want it to be, I dare you stop looking at them and start looking at yourself. And if you want a tool that I put together about leadership, just inbox me leadership, and I'll give you this little comic book that we put together that's really based on the 5 levels of leadership, but how it relates specifically to building a team. So if you want a little leadership comic book, then hit me in my inbox, be like, leadership, and then I'll get it right over to you. I hope that you got something from this that you're going to use. I hope that you got something from this that can change your life, because I truly believe, like I say almost every Thursday, that every problem in society, y'all, is really a problem of leadership. If you took in what we gave you this morning, yeah, it's going to challenge your ego a little bit, but it's going to give you structure, and it's going to create this identity shift so that you begin to realize who you are and whose you are. I love you all, and as always, remember, either your mind has to expand to match your goals, or your goals would just start to shrink to match your.
Thank you for tuning in to Good Morning Millionaire with Haziq Ali. If you love these trainings, share them. That's how we change this crazy world. And as a thank you, Haziq would love to give you the most incredible free gift ever, designed to help you make maximum money in minimum time. It comes with almost $10,000 in pure money-making information for free, just for saying maybe. Get yours right now at millionaireminded.com. And you not only get the $10,000 gift, but you're also getting a Millionaire note hand-delivered to your email every week on topics from marketing to credit and funding, plus a community that makes success feel normal. To get your gift and your free subscription, go to millionaireminded.com right now.